So when we first arrived at the Union Rescue Mission, I think one of the most incredible things was just standing on the roof and looking out, at LA and all its beauty, but then looking down 6 stories below me and seeing so much brokenness.
Some of the people we met on the streets were just like the nicest, kindest people you'd ever meet, and they're just so grateful for everything that we did, for handing out water, picking up trash and everything. These people have nothing, and it was kind of eye-opening just to go down there and see how happy they are having as well as they do.
One of the awesomest things there was when we went to the urban church that kind of traveled around LA. It was really, really fun for me to kind of experience a different perspective of church. Towards the end, they took offering, and that was really humbling as well, because they kind of just talked about like what offering really means. You know, it's a sacrifice. Those people have next to nothing, especially compared to us, and a good majority of them got up and gave whatever they had in their pockets.
They'd give this money not knowing where their next meal was going to come from. And I guess in doing that, I just got thinking, like, are we living sold out for Christ? I came out thinking, like, do we live like on our knees, like asking Christ, like, Lord, you give us what we need and nothing more.
What amazed me most was as we were walking around on the streets and picking up trash, just their eagerness to thank us and to start conversation. And I can't even explain the look on their faces when we handed them something as simple as a bottle of water. And it really captivated my heart to just be there in this moment and to just step away from my world, which sometimes I take for granted.
One of the things I think that really struck me about the trip down to the Union Rescue Mission was just how in your face the effects of sin were down there. And it really made me realize that the only thing that can fix the problems that are down there is the gospel. It's Jesus Christ.
You go in there on like outreach week at Masters thinking you're just going to be like evangelizing the whole time, and no, like there were so many people that were just feeding us spiritually, working in the kitchen and feeding us like what we were craving, just great strong believers that were just pouring into us.
So man, the biggest thing I learned is just how loving God is to people who don't deserve it. And I'm one of those people who don't deserve his love. But I'm just so thankful that he brought people like me, sinners like those on Skid Row, into his family, that we could be ambassadors for his gospel, that we could share his gospel to a world that desperately needs it. And just thankful to be a part of this mission of Christ.